guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. So I'm sure you guys know what this video is all about based on the title of it. I know Coachella has passed already, but there's still a lot of music festivals going on. And my cousin, she did a Coachella themed birthday party. And since I've never been to Coachella, I wanted to have fun with my festival makeup. I've never even been to a music festival, period. So I thought it was a really fun and cool idea, especially for someone who does makeup, because you really get to explore and do things that you typically would not do on a daily basis. So if you're going to a music festival, or you're going to a Coachella themed party or a music festival themed party, or you just want to look like this for no reason, that's okay too. That's what this video is all about. So we are gonna jump right into it, and yeah, let's get started, guys. So this is the look that we're going for, and I just can't get rid of this pimple for nothing in the freaking world. But anyways, moving on to our eyes, I'm using my Smashbox lid primer in the color medium, and once I'm done applying that, I'm just going to blend it all in using my finger. Moving on to my eyeshadow, I am using the JUVIAS Place NUBIAN 2 palette, and I'll be using the colors Madagascar and Morocco. And I'm mixing the two together to get a more soft orange versus a super intense one. Moving on to my lid, I'm using Nefertiti eyeshadow, and it's a very deep gold, I would say, shadow, and I'm just pressing that on my lid. Then I'll be taking the color Nairobi, and I'm just applying that on the center of my lid just to get more of a pop. Then I'll be going back with that orange shadow and lightly buffing it out on the outer corners. Moving on to liner, I am using my Marc Jacobs Brown Out pencil liner. I'm applying it to my lid, and then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to take an angled brush to kind of thin out the liner a little bit more. And I also find when I use a brush, it kind of lightens up the liner, which is what I was going for here. Moving on to the liner that I'll be applying on my crease, it's the LA Splash Cosmetics Diamond Eyeliner in the color Chandelier. And I do have a discount code with LA Splash. I'll be putting that in the description, so you definitely want to go check that out if you guys are looking to save some money. Moving on to my face, I am using my FARSALI Unicorn Essence Primer Drops, and I'm applying that all over my face just to get that smooth surface. You guys can see that I got a tan, and when I get a tan, my skin gets a little bit dry, so this is a must. Then I'll be applying my highlighter and my foundation at the same time. This is my new favorite routine. I'll be using the Light Neutral Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte, and then my foundation is the Medium Neutral Clay Stick, also by Tarte. Then I'll be adding my FARSALI 24 karat rose gold elixir drops onto my Tarte blending brush. I add those drops in because I don't like my makeup feeling very cakey and it looks like a lot of layers of makeup, but applying those drops definitely makes the makeup feel a lot more lightweight. Then I'm going to use the Deep Honey Clay Stick on my forehead because when I did get a tan, my forehead seems to have got more darker than the rest of my face. So I had to add that in to blend it out a little bit better. Then I'll be setting right underneath my eyes with the MERCIER translucent powder. Next, I'll be taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder in the color 01. It looks like a white powder, but it's basically an invisible powder. I just didn't want to look extremely dewy, so that's why I put just a little bit on. Then once your setting powder has sat for about 5 minutes, it is a good time to dust the remainder of it off. Next, I'll be taking my Tarte Clay Play face palette and I'm using the color Terracotta to contour my cheekbone because that's summer weight. You know, it didn't go away for the summertime. I still kind of kept the winter weight into the summer. Next, I'll be contouring my nose and then I always kind of set over my nose with my face powder just so my contour is not too harsh. Then I'll be taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder in 03. I forgot to show it to you guys, but it's like a coral color. I don't think it's a blush, but I use it as a blush. Then I'm going back with my orange eyeshadow. Can't escape it. The Morocco, and I'm applying that in my temple area, kind of going up my cheekbones. Then I'll be highlighting with my Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette in a Golden Sands. I mean, you guys could totally see in the video how intense the highlight is. So you could only imagine what it looks like in person. This is by far one of my favorite highlighters. Then the same eyeliner by Marc Jacobs that I applied on my lid is the same thing I'll be applying on the inside of my waterline. I just can't escape from this orange eyeshadow, can I? I'll be applying that right on the outside of my waterline as well, kind of smoking that out. I'm bringing it up because I wanted to blend with the shadow that I applied in my temple area. Then I'll be applying my mascara and I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes mascara by Tarte. Moving on to my falsies because I have the eyelashes the size of a 2-year-old. I'll be using the Camille Style Huda Beauty lashes. And in my inner corner, because, you know, I can't ever do my makeup without having a highlight on my inner corner, I'll be using the Zuri eyeshadow. Now moving on to my brows, I'm using the DIORSHOW Brow Styler in the color Universal Brown. This is now one of my favorite brow products because, like I said in my last video, I just love having the option of how dark or light I want my brows to be because, like I said, this is a universal color. I mentioned that in my last video. So basically, from like your lightest brunette to your darkest brunette, you can totally use this pencil. Now I'm going to be adding my rose gold elixir drops to my lips because my lips are chapped as hell. And then I'll be using the OFRA Bel Air liquid lipstick. Now I'm moving on to my NYX white liquid liner, and then I'll just be applying little dots around my eyes to get more of those hippie chic Coachella vibes that I've been seeing around. Then I'll be applying the chandelier eyeliner right down the center of my lip, and I like that it's gold because it kind of makes it look like you have a piercing there without actually having to commit to a piercing. Once you're done with that, you want to set your face. First, I put some Fix Plus by MAC for moisturizing, and then I applied my Morphe setting spray. And once you're done with that, you are literally all done. Thanks for watching, guys.